and gentlemen, dolts and boobs, New Millennium Theatre Company and Stage 773 are proud to present the tragedy of He-Manlet, Prince of Eternia. At this time, we ask that if you have brought a phone into the theater, it is silenced, else it shall be smashed out of existence. Please take a moment to locate the nearest exit. In the event of an emergency, it's every man for himself, but do exit in an orderly fashion. The use of photography or video recording is strictly prohibited. Don't flash me or I'll flash you. Meow! And finally, there will be a 10-minute intermission during tonight's performance for all of you scatterbrained spastics who can't sit still for an hour and a half. Now, everything comes to he who waits, and you have waited long enough. We give you the tragedy of He-Manlet, Prince of Eternia. Meow!
What? Stay. Who goes there, eh? Oh, aye. 'Tis not but the wind. At least I hope. 'Tis bitter cold these dark nights upon the parapets, dark days indeed too, that I, the mighty Ram Man, stand sentry upon the walls of Eternia. One eye fixed on Castle Greyskull, its baleful gaze seeming to trace my every step. The other eye searching the shadows for what? I know not of which I'm more afeared. The most powerful man in the universe, or the ghastly specter of our late monarch, neither of which I desire to test my mettle against. One, once friend and trusted ally. The other, a ghost! Intangible fury. What chance does Ram Man have in either circumstance? No, not as right in Eternia. True madness, says I. Madness that, halt! Who dares? Nay, stand and unfold thyself. Think to take me from behind? Ah! Come forth and face the fearsome batter of the mighty Ram Man.
Pause and hold thy tongue, lest ye receive a right and proper fisting.
Fisto?
I, the same, and Orko also, recently returned from the Mystic Mountain.
That's right. I'm here, make way, court magician on the scene.
Oh, wizard! Thank all the gods of Etheria you've come. Never have I been so glad to see thee. Use your magics and set your wards upon me. For goodness sake, save me from this doom. Use your magics and protect us from this ghast.
Now that is respect. Not that I'm complaining, but what is he talking about?
Know ye not? This castle is cursed, wizard. A grim specter haunts these halls by night. Frightfully forged, fitted, frothing with fury, he cries out, for vengeance!
A ghost? Come on, you're pulling my leg. There's no such thing as ghosts. Right?
Doubt the avidness of our assertions, Trollin. I cannot deny that which I've espied with my own eyes. This wraith is real as my fist, and fair as fearsome.
It's true, I've seen it. We both have.
Aye. And a cold fear froze my heart to hear what wicked cry came howling high, ringing out of the midnight sky. He-Man, he howls. He-Man. Why?
This ghost you saw, was it?
Aye, the king. Good King Randor.
The late king, recently murdered, returned to some semblance of life to cry vengeance upon his betrayer and murderer. He-Man, the traitor.
He-Man? No, that is just not possible.
Quiet, he'll bring his wrath down upon us.
He would never do that.
Enough of your quibbling, Trollin. Now, if thou art truly the wise wizard thou claimst to be, and no true friend of our mutual foe, the betrayer of Eternia, you will bless my mighty fist, that I might strike the ghost and free us of this bloody curse.
Okay. Hocus pocus, protect and cloak us, save us from this ghost, no joke us. I do what I'm gonna go find Princess.
Fly, fool! Fly, wizard! And come, ye spectre, if ye dare.
What ghost can hope to withstand the mighty thrust of an enchanted ramen?
Secrets of Castle Grayskull. This is Cricket, my fearless friend. Then the secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said, "By the power of
Prince Adam, for Grayskull's sake, don't finish what you were about to say.
Oh, hi, Oracle. What's wrong, my little friend?
I don't even know where to begin. We've got to get you back to Eternia and the Royal Palace. I'll try to explain, but you are not gonna like it.
Befitted to bear our hearts in grief, and our whole kingdom to be contracted in one brow of woe. Yet so far hath discretion fought with nature, that we, with wisest sorrow, think on him together with remembrance of ourselves. Therefore, our sometime sister, now our queen, the imperial jointress to this warlike state, have we, as 'twere with a defeated joy, with an auspicious and a dropping eye, with mirth in funeral and dirge in marriage, in equal scale weighing delight and dole, taken to wife. Nor have we here embarred your better wisdoms for having freely gone with this affair along, for all our thanks. And yet I see confusion in thy midst. For those of you dull-eyed and slack-of-jaw who still yet ask how this has come to pass, how Skeletor the mighty and most feared, thy hated foe and lord of Snake Mountain, the rightful master of the universe, has come at last to rule Eternia, know this, that once upon a time, ere ever the name of Skeletor was spake, I bore a different name. Keldor it was, long-lost son of King Miro, a prince, and brother to Randor, thy former king. And though throughout the years we've been at odds, at war betwixt Grayskull and Snake Mountain, the law set down by King Gerard are clear, that upon the death of old King Randor, I, as closest living kin, shall sit the throne and take to life his queen this very day. And we will make Eternia great again. The strongest force in all the universe.
And strength is what Eternia needs most. The loss of our late king has been a blow, and while betrayal's tears still sting our eyes, and sorrow's disbelief still fills our hearts, where I'm from, y'all know we have a saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Those words ring true as ere they did on earth. He-Man's treachery comes at awful timing. Thundera's cats of war are poised to pounce, and without He-Man, Eternia is weak. Skeletor was ever He-Man's match, and while our marriage is not born of love, I do my duty to Eternia and husband Skeletor to keep us safe.
Although one hopes perhaps that love may bloom, I have no doubt I'll win thee to my side. Before we recommence festivities, I wish to make my first royal decree. By order of thy newly minted monarch, it is the duty of all citizens to bring to heel the renegade He-Man for crimes of treason and the murder foul of poor Randor, who since has fled to ground. So too his ally called the Sorceress, her font of power the source of He-Man's might, who barred the gates to Castle Grayskull fast that none may enter her most sacred halls, to make the Sorceress answer for her crimes. I charge thee all to slay these fiends on sight, lest they again bring terror to this house. No aid, nor succor
My
to...
dreaded lord, I fear I cannot further hold my tongue. I simply can't accept
it.
Captain Tila, how bold thou art to speak thus to thy king.
Now forgive my God, O Lord, I'm afeard her heart does oft outpace the cautious tongue. Until today she's called He-Man a friend. So close an ally like none other was. No wonder 'tis that disbelief would rule a heart so keenly stung by his betrayal.
'Tis true, as thick as thieves they ever were. Perhaps 'tis not too far afield to think that He-Man did not act it all alone. His co-conspirators may linger still.
Oh, nay, my lord, I pray be still thy fears. While Tila may be bold beyond her wit, there's none more worthy of Eternia's trust. And if young Lion-O intends to strike, her knowledge of the palace's defense is only outweighed by her martial skill. She'll come to sense regarding He-Man's turn once cooler heads have had time to prevail, that is. I'd stake my very life upon it.
Very well, good man-at-arms, it is as you say. For now I think I have a use for her, to safeguard that most precious royal jewel, Prince Adam, now my son and only heir.
Excellent idea, my lord, just so. Tila will guard the prince, I shall be done.
And now my cousin Adam and my son.
A bone of some contention, though it is.
How is it thou art in such grim a mood?
It is not I who look so grave of face.
Prince Adam, cast thy nighted color off, and let thine eye look like a friend upon Eternia. Do not forever with thy veiled lids seek for thy noble father in the dust. Y'all know'st 'tis true. All that lives must die, passing through nature to Etheria.
My Adam, it is common.
If it be, why seems it so particular with thee?
Seems, madam? Nay, it is. I know not seems. It is not my father's dead, good mother, nor that so soon thereafter he's replaced. Nor also that the fact that in that place now sits an uncle I ne'er knew I had. Nor still the fact that uncle's skeletal. Up until the hour of father's death, endlessly schemed to rule the world by force. But 'tis the fact, the one and only man, who time and time again took up his arms to stand a constant vigil against the dark, is now called traitor. His legacy indeed so quick forgotten that his name is now in hushed tones spoken in such hate and fear as ever was the name of Skeletor.
Fret not on that account, dear nephew. No name in all Eternia will evoke the terror of the mighty Skeletor. 'Tis sweet and commendable in thy nature to give these mourning duties to your father. I even understand there's no love lost betwixt the two of us. For in the past I did indeed conspire to have you killed, or kidnapped that I might ransom your life. Not only once I schemed to have you thrown into a dimension out of time. But that's all behind us now, bygones and all. And while your hero He-Man did foil my plots, you must admit there's something fishy there. Too good to be is what I always thought. No man alive exists without secrets. Alas, too late the world learned I was right. He lulled you all into complacency and killed the king from right under your nose. A lucky thing, perhaps, that you were spared.
If only it were not I was away.
With Grayskull's power now within my grasp, you needn't fear a reprisal from He-Man. I'd like, perhaps, for us to become friends. You are my son and only heir for now. And sons must always have a guiding hand.
Please, Adam, try not to hate him so. As I must learn to love him, so should you.
I shall on my best obey you, mother.
Why, 'tis a loving and a fair reply. Be as ourselves in Eternia. Madam, come. This gentle and unforced accord of Adam sits smiling to my bones. And after all, it is indeed our wedding day, my dear. Much merriment is left for us tonight. They say it's good to be the king. They're right! Yeah!
It's too fragile flesh will swell and grow ignite itself into sin. What was the world of powerful man could smite that bony grin from bony face? Oh gods, how weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to be the uses of this life. This is the point of life, is just myself. I'm supposed to be the prince, and yet Prince Adam's power is still this time. If I could just transform right here and now, I'd put an end to that villain for good. That scheming fiend has played his masterstroke. In one fell swoop, he somehow killed the king, usurped the throne, seduced the Betty's wife. He's driven graceful sorcerers underground, and vilified Eternia's only hope. Wickedness, thy name is Skeletor. Just like an evil seed like foulness grows and chokes Eternia with insidious weeds, binding us enthralled with our own laws. If He-Man were to here and now appear, Eternia's people are by duty sworn to do him harm in defense of the king. So sinister is his wicked plot, I would be forced to fight my very friends, and in the act give credence to his lies. Never before have I felt so alone. I fear my list of allies has grown thin. I cannot feel the sorceress in my mind, and only men-at-arms and Orko know the truth. That I and He-Man are the same. I held that secret fast for many years. Countless lies I've told to those I love. How often have I wished I could but tell my closest friends and allies all the truth. And Tila, I long to tell her so many things unsaid and deeds undone. But break my heart, I must hold my tongue.
Madame! Madame, over here!
I hear the Orko clear, why sneaks thou so?
I come to bear thee grave news. See what I did there? Oh, was it too soon?
Prince Adam, my condolences and congratulations on this grim and auspicious day.
Aye, a wedding and a funeral all in one. The very definition of bittersweet!
My thanks to thee, good Fisto, and to thee, Ramman.
On the subject of bittersweets, are there any more of those profiteroles about?
No time for feasting, fool. The stage is surely set and the hour nearly now nigh. The conditions for the apparition are almost upon us.
What's this? Speak plainly, man. I prithee speak.
It's the ghost I told you about.
That looks the very likeness of thy late liege lord.
Right, it was on the witching hour. It showed up last time.
On a grim cold night, just like tonight.
Please, say no more. Now take me to this thing. There's much to answer for if 'tis the king.
Skeletor's thy king. A careless word could bring thy bitter end. Now, first of all, they're not Skeletor's claims. The queen herself has sworn to what she saw, and many gods have also since come forth. Each of them claimed they saw He-Man astride his trusty steed, the Battle Cat, awash with gore upon murdering the king, fleeing the battlements into the night.
I simply don't believe it.
Nor do I. Despite the flood of witnesses and claims, I'm positively certain that they're false.
Then tell me, Father, how you can stand by and let our kingdom fall into his hands.
While I've no doubt there's treachery afoot, I've no proof to counteract their claims. Until I do, I'm forced to do my part. Keep order and Eternal City safe.
Then I'll do it. I'll find where He-Man's gone, and with his help I'll prove his innocence, and then we'll roust that skull-faced fiend from off the throne.
My child, I say you will do no such thing. If Skeletor gets wind you're on his trail, have you put to death within the hour. You'll bow and act as meekly as a mouse. Do not draw suspicion to thyself. For now, you do your duty as commanded. Stay close to Prince Adam and guard him well. More now than ever, he will need a friend, and in him lies our only hope of deliverance from this waking nightmare. Do this for me, my child. I could not bear the thought of losing all I hold dear.
I love you, Father, but I can't do that. This time, I think the mouse will catch the cat.
Hereby truly it is bitter cold.
Aye, 'tis. I just said that very thing. Did I not say that?
Ah, you did. But it is when the night is at its darkest and cold, most bitter, that the ghost often reveals itself.
Couldn't the king have picked a nicer part of the palace to haunt, like something with central heating.
Silence, Trollen. Know that if thy wizarding wards won't work this time, I'll give thee a bare foot of Farah's fist to feast on.
What hour now?
'Tis nearly midnight struck, the hour at which the spirit is wont to walk.
What's that wicked wailing wafting on the wind?
It chills my very bones to hear it.
It's the ghost!
Nay, that is the king awash in revelry. His coronation party lingers still with promise of his wedding night to come.
Thanks for adding the I am sorry. No one wants to hear that.
I weep for the remembrance of Randall. How could the people so quickly forget so goodly, fair, and just a king as he? Was he not generous both with coin and grace? A giving husband, man, and father. And all who served beneath him prospered much. Oh, it could be hard at times, that much is true. But only in the face of dire need. And in those times his goodness would flow forth and shower upon Eternia his love.
So many poorly chosen words in that monologue.
I long to fetch his stern approval.
You hear the halls, how he howls!
The specter draws near.
This is so above my pay grade.
I hear thee calling, father, show thyself.
Stand back, sweet prince. We'll see thee to safety.
Get thee three gone, I must do this alone.
That's madness, my lord. Madness, says I. Behold his fearful countenance.
If unseen man, I have nothing to fear. I must know all this wraith would say, now go.
At last! On guard, He-Man! I challenge thee! I'll serve my own revenge, you blackguard! Oh, it's you, my son. I thought that you were he. You know, in life, I never realized the slim resemblance the two of you share. It is obvious you idolized him so. Who among Eternia would not? So strong and handsome he, with fashion sense. It's practically everything you are not.
Father, I am.
Sorry. Sure you are. I have no use for sorry anymore. In death, I am robbed the feel of emotion. Now all that's left of me is hate and grief. Hate for He-Man, treacherous dog! And grief. Grief to see my kingdom brought so low.
What would you have me do, Father?
You? Do? What is it that you think that you could do? You can't take my revenge, that point is lost. You have no martial skill of which to speak. Courage has never been thy strong suit. In fact, whenever danger is afoot, you always run and hide till He-Man arrives. He-Man! Treacherous cunning! Could it be that he did murder me? I thought of him just like a son. In truth, I often wish that were true. He'd sit next to me on the throne, not you.
Father, is that how you truly felt? That I was good for nothing of substance? I wish I could have told you in life the truth of all I am and that I've done.
Ah, yes. I knew one day that this would come. A revelation long awaited this. Out with it now, at last we can speak plain.
You knew the truth about my double life.
Oh, Father picks up on this kind of thing. I may have been aloof, but I'm not blind. The sleeveless pink shirt, the purple pants, spend all your days coddling your pussycat. And Tila! How'd you not move on that, huh? What?
No, never mind that.
Huh?
That's not what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you He-Man's not to blame.
Of course he is. The double-crossing snake. I saw the deed with my own two eyes. I woke from slumber to the rumbling growl and wicked teeth of savage battle cat. And once they were upon me, tooth and sword. His eyes seemed to flash with evil light. But knew he not, I slept with trusted spear. And with final breath, a mortal blow I thought I dealt. Alas, to find that he survives, it chafes my heart.
Father, I promise you, this is my vow. Somehow I will put all this to right. I'll prove to you that this was Skeletor and bring his machinations to the light.
Very well. Do what thou feel thou must. Though I do not expect it matters much. My son, I do not wish that you should die. Trust me when I say, I like it not. Though Skeletor has ever been a foe, that he fouls my throne would make me sick. You are no match for the villain's might. The power of Skeletor is much to fear, enough to give external forces pause. And while I am loath here to admit, it was by He-Man's grace Eternia thrived. Without a champion, our kingdom will die.
He-Man always did do what was best for everyone.
Yeah, until he murdered me! Foul, besotted, miscreant bastard! If thou would honor me, Adam, do this. Forget that He-Man ever did exist.
But Father, you don't understand. I can't. I'm trying to tell you, Father, I am...
I feel a chill, an otherworldly pull. I wish I had but found that wretched cur to ask him why, so that my soul might rest.
Please, Father, listen to me.
And you, remember me, my son. Thou wouldst know my life, thou must be strong. Forget He-Man and all that he has done.
Goodbye, Father. Hear this, my solemn vow. I'll make things right, though I do not know how.
I'm in charge. He's gonna tell me what is a beast man? Everybody's
How now, good Tila? What's the matter?
My lord, I have been so offended.
With what in Grayskull's name?
Did you know that Skeletor has now installed his loathsome henchmen here as palace guards?
I did.
And that those cretins were so bold to think that they could ignore my command. How dare they bar my way within these halls? What right have they to hinder me and thus forbid me entrance to the royal suite? Am I not still captain of the guard?
Indeed you are, my child. Now peace. Tell me why it was you were summoned there.
I wasn't summoned, Father. I just thought if I could just let see where Raynor died, then there might be some clue that I could find.
Cross teeth!
The truth that happened there that night, it clearly came of He-Man.
Hold your tongue. You just said it yourself that Skeletor has packed the palace halls with brutish fiends, the likes of which would love nothing more than to exalt themselves in our king's eyes by turning in a traitor to the crown.
He-Man's always been there for us. Whenever evil rears its ugly head, it's always He-Man who comes to our aid. He needs us, Father, now more so than ever. I cannot turn my back on him. I won't.
I know you want to help He-Man, so do I, but getting yourself killed will serve him not. We must do what we can to bide our time and keep the kingdom safe until his return.
How is it helping keep the kingdom safe? By filling ranks of palace guards with those disgusting creatures brought by Skeletor.
Trust me, my child, I have my reasons for it. Each minion placed within the palace walls is one we can keep our eyes upon. Lord Skeletor has spent much of his time hell-bent on trying to breach Castle Grayskull's walls. If I can keep his lackeys occupied with simple tasks like merely standing guard, he cannot bring his full forces to bear against the sorceress's magic wands. The longer the might of Grayskull holds, the longer we have hope for salvation.
A brilliant stratagem, Father, for sure, but one untenable for very long. Please allow for me to do my part by bringing He-Man back while there's still time.
No more of this talk of hunting for He-Man. Besides, we are not tasked to guard the prince. If you would help He-Man, do as I've bid. I've left to you our most important task. Remember that Prince Adam is heir, and our best hope of toppling Skeletor.
Curses! I am bored. Tell me, my dear, what does Eternia's monarch do for fun?
You rule, my dear.
You're goddamn right I do. But seriously, how this throne doth chafe. Someone fetch me man-at-arms at once. The king demands for someone I can yell at.
Oh, I'm just saying, we're not dolls, we're action figures.
Well, that was a freebie, it shall suffice. Yeah, welcome, mighty beast man and trapjaw. Moreover, that we much did long to see you, thou tin-tongued dolt and shaggy bag of fleas. The need we have to use you did provoke this invitation to this hallowed hall. How nice of you to heed our hasty call. I trust the two of you were not too much disturbed to heed the beck and call of Skeletor.
We came as fast we could, Lord Skeletor, and here give up ourselves to your command.
Why are you talking like that?
Quiet! Metal-munching moron, now bow! You're speaking to the rightful king and queen of all Eternia and realms beyond.
Oh, and what would you have us do? Oh, Lord Skeletor!
Seriously? Now you're doing it too? You're both doing it. I'm starting to freak out here. What gives?
Up! Rusted roustabout, why I...
Now, my Skeletor, there is a saying, you'll catch more flies with honey than vinegar. Welcome, Metal Mouth and Shaggy Man. I'll have the kitchen whip you up some grub, and we'll get down to business once you're fed.
But what? My dear, don't just reward these boobs, pathetic pair of pitiful pinheads. I want to know what progress they have made in sieging Castle Grayskull.
Now hush. Now, run along, you two, and y'all eat up, then run right back and give us your report.
Now see her, I get. Sounds all royal-like when she does it.
Very well, Your Majesty. Let's go.
Is it some kind of code? Am I supposed to rhyme now? I don't know.
How dare you challenge me to my minions? I'm Skeletor, the ruler of the world!
It's just a trick or two I learned at court.
Court?
First, you pretend to not get their names right. It always starts them off on their back foot. I've also found that folks are always more agreeable right after supper time. The fastest way to fetch the hearts of men is through their stomachs, Mama always said.
Not true, 'tis through the ribcage, so I found.
Besides, the victuals that I'll have laid out are leftovers from old King Randor's wake. Barely even fit to feed the hounds.
You're now, dear. That positively borders on evil. It now appears I've rubbed off on you in more ways I dreamt I ever could. Me at last, some blasted solitude, methinks. And curse this damnable pentameter. Now I'm alone, I think I can dispense with it. And not because that rust-bucket buffoon said something. It's my decision. I don't have to justify myself to you, to anyone. Now, I plan this proceeding beyond my wildest expectations. Almost too well. Where's that muscle-bound bozo He-Man? I expected him to come charging through the gates by now to try and oust me from my hard-earned throne. Is this some kind of trick? Does He-Man think he can ensnare me in some sort of a trap? Well, the joke will be on him. Skeletor will have the last laugh. You'll see. Meow! Meow! You wish to speak with me? Yes, sir. Good man at arms. Forsooth, methinks. How goes the manhunt for the traitor He-Man?
No hide nor hair within the Eternal's walls, my lord. My scouts believe he must have fled beyond the kingdom's borders and our reach.
Already have I sent envoys hence to Abion and Drinos as well. A message that no quarter and no aid is to be given if He-Man should arrive.
I was not made aware of any message.
And yet I made my message very clear. Whichever kingdom turns over He-Man would see the safe return of hostages.
But, my lord, if He-Man should not go to either place.
Well, then the labyrinth of Perpetua will hold them just the same beneath the earth. That is the beauty of that wicked place.
Buzzoff and Stratos are both loyal men, both members of my guard.
And friends to him. They're foreigners unworthy of our trust and guests of Perpetua's labyrinth until such time they prove their loyalty. If, of course, that day should ever come. Eternia is for Eternians, good man-at-arms. As foes march on our gates, we must look out for our own people first. And speaking of invaders from afar, what news brings you of Lionos Thundercats?
Well, their forces are encamped at Giant's Roost, where rumor has it that they've made a truce. King Narwhal of the Selkies grants them aid and passage through his kingdom of the snows.
What's this? Must I do everything myself? Good man-at-arms, I'll need your very best to keep close watch where Lionel goes next.
Well, Buzzoff and Stratos both come to mind.
Nonsense! I said you need someone you trust. Why not dispatch your daughter, Captain Tila? Did you not say yourself she was your best?
Well, yes, but... Tila is asked to guard the prince, my lord. By your decree, his safety is paramount.
The palace holds no danger for the prince. He-Man, you say, has fled Eternia. In my care, none would dare to harm my heir. But, as you say, I've robbed you of 2 men. Let it never be said, I am not kind. What one hand takes, the other must give back. I give to you 2 of my very own. Beastman and Trapjaw will safeguard the prince. Methinks I hear the 2 louts coming now.
I'm just asking. Did he paint them, or did something used to have purple bones?
My lord, I do not think...
Neither do they! Yeah. And as they're fit to do so little else, the perfect pair they'll be to guard my son.
Did you still want to see us, boss? Tell me.
Make this quick. I could use it now.
As you say, my lord, I'll see it through. I'd best go tell Prince Adam the good news.
Yeah, I trust that now you've stuffed your stupid gobs and fattened thy thick skulls on thy king and queen's most gracious hospitality. Thou wouldst attend me?
Aye, Lord Skeletor.
Yep.
Good. Now report, how goes the siege on Grayskull?
Not good, my lord. The Jawbridge gate still stands.
Oh, curses! Must I do everything myself?
We're throwing everything we have at it. Triclops and Whiplash are leading a full frontal assault, and Merman has taken control of the castle moat, but the door won't budge.
And has that bird-brained witch revealed herself yet?
Not yet, but swarms of wolf bats swarm the sky for any bird that dares to fly without consent of I, the mighty lord of beasts.
And yet it seems that thou hast failed again. Lord of beasts, Lord of fools, more like. You too, junkhead. But that's no matter now. I have another task, much more suited to thy limited mental capacities. You 2 nincompoops will guard the prince, and see to it that no harm comes to him.
That sounds pretty important. We won't let you down, boss.
Yes, keep telling yourself that. All right. Now go attend the prince and quit my sight. See to it that he's happy and content, and that he's no intentions on my throne.
Huh?
Be gone, you fools. I see my queen. She comes. And I would have it so again. So come with me, my dear. Let's deeds be done. To Snake Mountain and double entendre. Yeah!
To he or not to he? That is the question. It is nobler in the mind to suffer the battle damage of outrageous fortune. Hold aloft my sword against a sea of troubles, and by transforming him, to lie, to heed no more, lay to rest the very best part of myself. No natural shocks that flesh prepared to. 'Tis a damnation I never would have wished. To die, to sleep without a dream, I bears the rough. To put He-Man to death, what life is left, were I to sever off that mortal shell, must give me cause. Aye, there's the respect that makes calamity of double life. For he could bear the whips and scorns of crime, Skeletor's wrongs, the beastman's contumely, the pains of despised love, Trapjaw's death brave, the impotence of office, and the hurts, the goodly from the truly wicked take. And he himself might his own justice make with the bare broadsword. He could far else bear to fight and sweat under a hero's life. But I would not even know where to begin. The undiscovered country of a life without He-Man in it puzzles the will. It makes me wonder if the skills I have alone leave me enough to carry on. So much I gave myself to He-Man's life, a sickly pallid shadow is all that's left. In the eyes of all Eternia, I'm nothing but their feeble coward prince who's never known the name of action. So, it's Captain Tila. Nymph in my regard, be all my flaws remembered.
Prince Adam, how does your honor this many a day?
Oh boy, Tila, am I glad to see you. It feels like forever since we've talked.
Been busy. There's been a lot going on. Well, a lot of changes for you too, I'm sure. I'm sorry I've not come to see you sooner.
I'm glad you're here. That you're okay. Now that you're here, there's much I need to say.
Please, Highness, wait and let me tell you first. I'm sorry, Adam, for your father's death. King Randor treated me just like his own, and it is not right, the fate that ended him. And honor must demand justice is done.
My father held you in the best regard. You say you're honor-bound to seek vengeance and search for He-Man?
He-Man's not to blame. I know him, Adam, like I know myself. And while I know you don't see eye to eye, more opposite two people I've never known, he's... Trust me when I say he's innocent. Okay.
Tila,
Please hear me out. I mean to prove He-Man is innocent and that somehow it's Skeletor to blame. My father asked that I should guard you here. He feels Eternia's hope now lies in you. Okay, I beg of you, for the friendship that we've shared, please grant me leave to undertake this quest.
Tila, you know I trust you, but it's just, I really think together we'd be best.
Damn it, Adam, listen to me, please! The path I plan to tread is dangerous. It's too dangerous to take the likes of you. I cannot do my job and keep you safe. Whenever danger rears its ugly head, you've always found the place it's furthest from. An underestimated quality I now appreciate you've equipped. Please swear to me you'll keep this between us. Please swear if Father asks.
If I should ask what? Oh, hi, Duncan.
Father, I was just...
She was just begging I report to you how short a leash she's kept me on these few days hence.
Well, it's good to know she can do as she's told. But quiet now, we have not much time.
Is everything all right, Father?
My dear, the king has asked you to be reassigned. His lordship now demands I send you out to take a wind raider to venture north to keep watch on Lionel's approach.
It's hardly work for someone of my rank.
Yes, I fear Skeletor still trusts you not. All your skulking about the palace has no doubt gained his ire, as has, I'm sure, your friendship with He-Man. Perhaps he hopes you'll do something rash and get yourself captured by Lionel.
As if I would allow myself to do...
You must! I've drafted your writ to Lionel, praising him of our good kingdom's plight. He's making many allies on his march. Perhaps he's not the warmonger we feared. If we can only buy ourselves some time and convince them that Prince Adam should be king, we may be able to avert a war.
But Duncan, what you're speaking of is treason.
Treason? Against a king none of us love? The people only follow him through fear. They fear without his strength they will be killed, and should it come to war, they will at that. And Skeletor will use that threat of doom to wreak more terror in all Eternia.
But what if He-Man allied Lionel? That might be Skeletor's ultimate fear.
He-Man will not deliver us from this doom. It's up to we three here to do our part. Now quickly, Tila, take this note and go. If you're caught with it, you seal all of our fates.
By your command, Father, so shall I go. But who will guard the prince in my absence?
Well, our most benevolent Lord Skeletor has already provided toward that end. He sends his henchman, Trapjaw and Beastman, to be the prince's escort at all times.
Well, that's horrible.
I know. How do you two? I promise I'll take care of you, Prince. Now, go before those cretins here arrive.
Farewell, Adam. Good luck for what's ahead. Okay, my orders have changed, but not what I have said.
So, tell me, Duncan, what you have me do. I fear this inaction will drive me mad.
All right, my lord, but first you tell me truth. Does Tila know? The truth, I mean. Does she know you and He-Man are the same?
Of course not, man. To be quite honest, it wasn't for a lack of trying.
And thank the gods I got to you in time.
Why, Duncan? Why can I not confide in Tila? I've known her all my life, and never has she served as He-Man's friend. You surely cannot doubt her trustiness. We both know she would keep my secret safe. Why must we keep your daughter in the dark?
Because I tell you now is not the time. I fear for what the truth would do to her. I know my daughter, Adam, very well. Far better than she thinks I do, for sure. See, she believes in He-Man. Understand? Well, all Eternia turns their backs on him. She fights tooth and claw to prove them wrong.
She needn't fight alone if she were told.
If she were told, my daughter would be undone. If without a cause, she would be lost. Right now, she burns with the need to save He-Man. That purpose gives her hope to battle on. Despite the danger that it puts her in, it's her faith in him that makes her strong.
But together, even stronger we would be. How many times have Tila and He-Man defeated Skeletor's most wicked plots? There's naught we can't accomplish as a team.
What do you think would happen if she found out? Assuming she would believe that you were he, and furthermore, assuming that she would forgive that we, her father and her dearest friend, had lied to her and kept her in the dark for years, what do you think she would do if she found out He-Man, in fact, was you?
Assuming all those things, which I agree would likely be too much for me to hope, she would for us to storm the royal hall and put it into Skeletor for good.
And pit yourselves against Eternia. You see now, Adam? Do you understand? You cannot tell her for her own good. If you love her, as I know thou dost, you'll keep your secret from her, because thou must.
Though it breaks my heart, Duncan, you're right. Tell me then, old friend, what you'd have me do. I've never felt so rudderless before, nor too so helpless as I feel right now.
Just bide your time, Prince Adam. Don't lose hope. If ever we're to win Eternia back, we first must win the people's hearts and minds. It won't be long before Skeletor screws up. People will not stand for his wicked ways once Skeletor does prove unfit to rule. Until then, simply play the part of the prince. The day will come, Adam, I promise this. Nothing that would earn thy uncle's ire. But soft, those cretins come and I must retire.
It's unsub or supernatural is what it is.
Quiet, you! Can you not see I caught a trail? I'm on the hunt. There's beasts afoot.
So you're gonna keep doing that, huh? Fine. But you can't ignore the facts.
And what are those again?
Come on, 130 times in a row.
Yes, so? Why should we care? It's different now. We won!
But is it? I mean, how can we be sure? What makes this time so different?
It's different because it is. Why must you always look a gift Strider in the mouth?
130 episodes. 130 wicked plots to beat He-Man and conquer Eternia. 130 consecutive defeats. The laws of probability are severely skewed and not in our favor. It's unsub supernatural.
Oh, cease your constant squeaking, rough bucket. Why can't you just enjoy this victory and leave me be to master beasts in peace?
Look, I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. Skeletor's had the upper hand before, and every time, 130 of them to be exact, He-Man always sweeps in and saves the day. I can't help thinking this will all end badly.
Enough! Skeletor's won. We beat He-Man. Eternia's ours!
But did we, though?
No!
No, hear me out. I know I didn't beat He-Man, and I'm pretty sure you didn't beat He-Man either. So where is he?
You have a point.
See?
He's probably out there plotting his revenge. For all we know, he's watching us right now.
Oh, hi there, friend. And I thought me and Cringer were supposed to be the biggest cowards around here.
I'll show you, cowardly princeling.
Oh, indeed. You mean to say there's more? Why, you two both already looked the very picture.
You won't think it's so funny when I blank.
Wait! Remember why Skeletor sent us.
And you're lucky.
I'm lucky that I have you here, you mean?
What's this now?
Well, gentlemen, you say I'm lucky, and that the two of you have purpose here, commanded by my uncle Skeletor. This does my heart much good to hear, methinks. I must confess that up until this point, I rather felt my luck had run its course. To be a son whose father was just killed by someone often called unstoppable, the universe's most powerful man, until there was mercy and gone mad, a madness strong enough to kill a king. A king that even was a trusted friend. I lost all hope that my life could be saved. But now you say I'm lucky and you're here, on no less than the word of Skeletor. I must assume you've orders to protect your prince, that I won't come to any harm the day He-Man the Slaughterer returns. My gentle friends, how right I think you are. I'm very lucky that I have you near. Or could you simply mean I was in luck? The kingdom thinks so little of their prince that there was never anything to fear. That He-Man spared my life was no mistake. I merely did not rate enough his gaze, not even worth enough for him to kill. But nay, that would be ludicrous to think. You say Skeletor gave you this charge. Why would the king have sent his very best? Not to serve his bodyguards. He wouldn't send you here as punishment because he found you so incompetent that you were fit to do so little else. That does not sound like Skeletor. Take heart, my friends. We are in grave danger. He-Man will soon be back to kill us all.
I think what Trapdoor meant to say, my lord, is we came not to you empty-handed. Go fetch the fool.
Me? What? You know what? Fine. You stay here and keep the prince from any harm while I'm gone. Flea bag.
It was Lord Skeletor's command that I and Bolts for Brains provide for you something to raise thy spirits from thy current funk. He says thy melancholy burns him out, yeah.
Generosity is without bounds.
Not in my experience, the jerk. I argued for an intimate approach. I've always found that what works for me, but we could not agree on the details. Where thy tastes might lie.
My tastes?
We'd never known a prince before, and did not know where thy royal appetites might lay.
I do not think I like where this is going.
No judgments, I'm Beast Man. We finally came to a common ground. And after a small miscommunication of words misheard and thoughts misunderstood, we arranged for thy desire a thespian. And then we heard everyone loves actors, and so...
What's that you say?
Well, it's true, my lord. They say from mighty king to lowest earth, there's none alive can resist a fool. And speaking of fool, I think I hear one coming now, and he brings a player with him, too.
Here's your gift, Prince Adam. We hope you like it. Oh, what are you waiting for? Come on, hop to it. Dance, Robbie.
Whoa! Hey! Come on! Hey! Stop shooting at me! Your arms are good. Whoa! Hey! Oh!
Stop! It's enough! And you two leave us be. Take my pleasure of the fool alone.
Very well, my lord. Let's go.
All right. Sounds like you were right.
Yeah.
I'm here. What would thou have of me, my prince?
Pray tell, what grand delights might I evince?
My God, couldn't Manny face is my old friend. Are you all right? What have they done to you? How is it thou did come to be here so?
If truth be told, I have had better days. Those monsters roughed me up in many ways.
The villains took the widget wood by storm and captured me and forced me to perform.
Forgive me, I am weary is the thing. I do not mean to speak ill of the king.
But you may speak plainly, man, faces here. I've no love for my uncle, Skeletor. Why were thou taken captive by the king?
Well, since He-Man turned enemy of the crown, his allies now are being hunted down. Since being friends with He-Man was a crime, I thought I could have moved them both time. I was making it when first they came. He peacefully surrendered. Just the same, those evil jackboots hung him in the street. God help me. All I could do was beat feet. They thought that I could hide in widget wood. The widgets were big fans, I understood. Nevertheless, it seems I was betrayed, eh? They knew where I was hiding, where I stayed. And while I am a master of disguise, the common folks believed Skeletor's lies. They turned upon me like I was a snake and served me up for Skeletor to take. The odium for He-Man is so great. What can one do in the face of so much hate?
Fight back, my friend. The best way we know how. It's Providence that you are brought to me. Methinks I have a plan that needs your help.
No offense, my prince. You really think that's wise? Maybe you should pick on someone your own size, eh? You're known for thy prowess in a fight.
Rather for the speed, I take my flight. Trust me, I'm well aware what people say. We all wear manning faces around time, and not all of them reflect our truest selves. Besides, it's not with swords will make our stand, but rather words. Words! Words will make them quake, shed a shining light upon the truth. Hereby I am commissioning a play. We perform for all Eternia. You are the greatest actor of our time. No better suited to change hearts and minds. Use it to expose our bonehead king and pave the way for He-Man to return.
Forgive me, Prince, for what I said before. It seems my lord has bravery in store.
Thy plan is rather bold, but what the heck? I owe at least this much to Mechanic. Lay on, my goodly prince, without delay. Put heart to heart, write us all display. I shall accept thy charge and do this thing. Y'all better watch out for the sting. When Manny Faces and Adam burn ya, we'll shake the pillars of Eternia.
Let's do our purpose then. The play's the thing. Where we'll make a plaything of the king.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
A perfect picture.
It really is. It's really cute. There's something really cute about it. The two evil.
People, let me tell you about my best friend.
Two of us riding over someone harder and pain.
Two of us Sunday driving, not arriving on our way back home.
We're on our way home. We're on our way home. We're going home.
Thundercats, ho!
Oh, it's no use, Lion-O. How the heck she managed to escape? She must have stripped that blasted salmon flame.
Let me go after your Lord Lion-O. I'll bring her to heel. There's none so quick to think that they could catch me on the hunt.
It's no use, Chitara. Save your strength. She is not our enemy.
But she might be a spy. There's no telling what she heard before Palmyra caught her scent.
As previously noted, she is not our enemy.
You really believe that cockamamie story of her?
The Sword of Omens has shown me the truth of her words. Besides, she travels her own path, far different from our own. I do not think we will meet again.
And that troubles you?
This land is in turmoil, and there's much darkness ahead. I promised I would see our people to a new land. I was just hoping... Gather the others. We should keep moving.
We trust you, Lion-O. We know you only want what's best.
Sword of Omens, give me sight beyond sight.
Now, my little eveling, what's this? You know I've better things to do than waste my time in such frivolities.
Husband, do not spoil this perfect day with all thy grousing. Hush! Prince Adam has at last found something to preoccupy his time besides his constant mopery. I've not seen him so driven ever since. Well, this means a lot to him, at any rate. You will behave yourself and watch his play, even if it's for no reason but my pleasure.
And I do live to please thee, don't I, dear? Very well, it shall be so. I hope at least it will alleviate the tedium of ruling. Who could know that so much power would involve so much responsibility?
Hush now, you, it looks like it's starting up.
How does a bastard, the son of a king in a garment, stuck in the shadow of an elder brother's lot as an attorney and eternally in envy of his brother, grow up to be a villain and a monster? The blue finger action figure without a future, something quick suture, got him a magic teacher, turned into a boss-seater, turned into a dark creature, and one day his face would be the face of the Grim Reaper. An everyday slave to learn the darkest of dark arts and ways of the depraved, so maybe one day he could start up. Inside he was longing for something to be a part of. His brother was ready to beg, kneel, kowtow, and grovel. The fateful day came when Randor would take the reins. Keldor saw his future dripping down the drain. Woke a portal in his temple intended to do the crime, but it opened up too wide and it sucked him back in time. Well, the rumors ran around, they said this guy is insane, man. Took up residence under a cursed snake mountain, twisted and corrupted, won't forget from whence he came, and the world's gonna fear his name. What's your name, man? I am Mikey Skeletor. I am Mikey Skeletor. A million horrors do I have in store. Just you wait, just you wait. When he was gone, his brother died, sent aside, bedridden. Now years later, King Randor and Malena have arisen, stayed heads on the royal thrones. They made a home. Eternia rejoiced when their Prince Adam was born. Then started the trouble with Skeletor's power on the rise. Randor had nothing but full of pride, wouldn't run and hide, a voice saying Grayskull has got to defend itself. The sorceress appeared and brought Eternia some help. There would have been nothing they could do to stop Skeletor's troops. They would have been dead or destitute without their hope of retribution. Flash of lightning, he sprang from the drawbridge of Grayskull, riding saber-tooth tiger, valiantly to battle, standing for every schnook he can get his hands on. Standing for the people, see him now as he stands on the edge of the night, protecting this land from Grayskull. There has come a He-Man!
There has come a He-Man.
Now just to Grayskull, there has come a He-Man.
Stop saying
Grayskull, there has come a He-Man. From Grayskull, I am Mighty Skeletor.
Do I pay you morons for?
He is waiting in the wings for you. He will never back down. He's gonna make you pay for your crimes. Oh, foolish coward Skeletor.
Someone shut his stupid mouth!
Eternia laughs at you. Keep it ashamed. Well, they know how you rig the game. The world will never be the same.
can spout him. Committing regicide, truly he's got no...
Stop! Stop! That's not at all how it happened! What? Frightened by false fire? God seize you! Silence that multi-mouth non-attendant!
No! You're just mad because you don't have skin!
My lord, you must come down. I've never heard you speak this way before.
Shut up! I'll speak how I like. Now someone take that many-faced fool out back and bring me back his heads. Better yet, execute him for all to see, that all of Eternia might know the penalty for such dissension is death. I, the mighty Skeletor, will suffer fools no longer. Henceforth let it be known to even speak the name of He-Man as a punishable offense. Now all of you, quit my sight, or else you'll find yourselves adorning the spires atop the tallest towers with that crooked comedian. Away! Get me to a gunnery. I wish to blow something up. Oh, God. What have I done? Another friend will suffer in my name, I do not. Again, these feeble hands are washed in blood. I use the actor like I would a sword, a tool with which to make my little japes. It's me deserves the punishment for this. I must go beg the king for clemency. I'll throw myself upon his mercy, that for once Prince Adam may be of some use to shelter many faces this abuse. To be their lord and master. How dare they make a mockery of me?
It's just a silly play and nothing more. The people make these things up all the time. Besides, we both know that you are not to blame and that King Randor's death is He-Man's fault. I saw the bloody mess with my own eyes and you are not the one responsible.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep, He-Man did it. And yet there are still those who praise his name. Mark me, this is somehow his doing. He's out there, watching, waiting while I fail to take control at last of Grayskull's power. He laughs at me and watches from afar, infecting simple people like my son.
Oh, my son is fine. You leave him out of this.
You don't think it's still a little weird he cuts his hair the same as He-Man does?
And like his father, too. What does that prove? Eternian men's fashion isn't great.
Your son must be in league with He-Man, then. Why else would he write those traitorous things if not as some attempt to take my throne?
You best listen carefully, mister. My Adam and He-Man are not alike. He's not a fighter, but a gentle soul, who's known no hardship but those which thou wrought when you were still Eternia's enemy. His father died, and now he's acting out. He's going through a lot, so just man up. You take your battered pride and you lock it down. Or help me God, I will lock it down for you.
Yeah, speak of the devil and he does appear.
My lord, I beg you, put a stop to this. You mustn't execute good manny faces.
Oh, mustn't I? Why should I intercede? He is a known collaborator and I charge him with disseminating lies and propaganda for the traitor He-Man.
I am his fault. I put him up to it.
No, Adam, please don't.
Now, let him finish. You mean to say you wish to take his place?
Yes.
No, Adam, now is not the time.
Now he wishes to confess. Someone fetch me man-at-arms at once.
Yes, Manny Faces is an innocent. I wrote the play and forced him to perform.
Oh, my lord, he doesn't know what he's talking about. They put him up to this somehow.
Is that true? Prince Adam, were you tricked? Did He-Man make you write those nasty things? Did he compel you now to take the blame? Should He-Man not be punished for this?
In a manner of speaking.
There, you see, my dear? Thy goodly son was duped in his good nature and coerced. Fret not, my nephew, for the love I bear thy mother's, thy mother, I'll show mercy.
Oh, thank you, Uncle.
Yeah, you're just in time.
You wish to speak with me, Lord Skeletor?
Indeed. Has Many-Face's sentence yet been carried out?
Not yet, Lord. It's not too late if you wish I put a stop to it.
Nonsense! I simply did not want to miss it.
My lord?
It has come to my attention that the villain He-Man was behind this plot. He filled my nephew's head with foolish thoughts and pressured him to falsify the play.
Well,
Uncle Manny Faces, you just said that
The actor was complicit and must die. My nephew was too dumb or cowardly to know better and thus has spared the axe. What's much more troublesome is that He-Man, Eternia's most wanted criminal, did somehow infiltrate these palace walls and made it all the way to find the prince. And all while under thy supposed watch.
My lord, I can
I've heard enough. It is now clear to me why you have so failed to find He-Man, and why Eternia is in need of a brand new man-at-arms. At last, I can see through thee, man-at-arms. Oh, arise, Prince Adam. Trouble not thyself with these foul traitors to Eternia. It is now apparent that Eternos is no longer safe for thee within these walls. Therefore, I'll send thee hence to Viper Tower, and set King Hiss the charge to keep thee safe. He-Man will find no friends among the snakes. Perhaps he may even turn this to advantage. A marriage might be brokered from his brood. And would it not be nice if Eternia's kingdoms and the snake men got better along? Marina, dear, go help him pack his bags. I'll fetch my finest men to escort him.
Come along, my son. It is the only way.
That's that. And send me Beastman and Trapjaw. Those incompetent and gracious fools. I have to skin their hides for letting He-Man get so close to my ninny nephew. Perhaps I still will, too. But first, the task. I am beset by idiots, traitors, fools. My nephew is a threat, that much is clear. He's either wily or he's stupid, so in either case he can't be trusted here. I spare the prince the headsman for the queen, or rather that she would withhold from me were I to murder him before her eyes. So far better than an accident befall him. The road to Viper Tower is dangerous, and Eternia stands upon the brink of war. Or better still, the vigilante He-Man is still at large and may be on the prowl. A tragedy should something untoward transpire out on the road that might incite the masses to cry out for vengeance for their long-beloved prince. And Skeletor will answer with the fist of righteousness. And all the sheeple of Eternia, upon hearing that their princeling is no more, will cower for their master Skeletor.
Prince, not much further now. Methinks I can smell reptile in the air.
That's so. I'm not familiar with this place.
Well, that's good. What I mean is, these are the Badlands, on the outskirts of the kingdom. A real nasty place where all manner of creatures eke out an existence without the rule of the king.
You're quite certain we're going the right way. These mountain trails are rather cold. I thought King Hiss's kingdom would be someplace warm.
Fret not, my lord. The Beastman knows these haunted trails like the back of my own furry palm.
Perhaps this is far enough. For now, for today. Maybe we should make camp. It's getting dark out there, very dangerous.
Yes, my lord, very dangerous.
Yes, this seems as good a place as any. The nearest person must be miles away.
Our thoughts exactly. Now! Hold it right there.
I'm afraid, my prince, you'll not live to see the Snake Land, nor the harems of King Hiss.
You mean to kill me, don't you?
Aye, my lord.
That's why you brought me north instead of south. Put me in the path of Lion-O. Pin the blame of murder on him. No. To make it seem like He-Man has switched sides. The people will demand we go to war and blindly follow Skeletor's demands.
Nothing personal, kid. We're just following orders.
And did he tell you how he wants it done? Well, I must assume you cannot shoot, for He-Man almost never uses gun.
Perhaps we'll use thy sword. Very He-Man-like. Very He-Man-like indeed, methinks.
Suppose we'll just have to do
Only what?
so out with it. I do not need to criticize that job. Well, if He-Man were to kill me on the road and you two were to return home unscathed, might that not seem a tad suspicious? The people might assume that you turned tail and let their prince die at He-Man's hands. The kid's got a point.
Very well.
What'd you hit me so hard for?
Well, the boy said it had to look for very real.
Yeah, that's good, that's good. But now it looks as if you ran while Trapjaw stayed behind you in the morning.
Yeah, dick.
Careful, you idiot!
Except for He-Man does not use guns.
No! No, he has a sword, remember?
All right, you hand it over, you ape. I promise I'll make this one look real. How do you like me now? Hey, stop! Freeze, Bob!
Giving up so soon?
No, you hold it right there. That's what he's trying to do.
Not so fast, my little lord. Now you die.
Wait! Which one of you will bear my final words?
Which
one?
It's Lear, because I thought that much was obvious.
Wait, what's obvious?
Speak quickly.
After the deed is done and you return with news that the crown prince has met his end, Eternians will be crying for blood. The people will demand that someone answer for my sudden death. We both know Skeletor's Mercurial. Tell me, are you familiar with the phrase, to kill the messenger? Well, you know what that means. If both of you return home empty-handed, he might decide that one of you should die, if only to appease the angry throngs. Which one would he pick? Perhaps he'd flip a coin. No, if just one of you were to return home, the other sacrificed in my defense, the people's bloodshed would, I think, be quenched. The sole survivor would be called a hero. Now, I cannot speak for anybody else, but I would not stake my life on heads or tails. Well, you cut that rather close. Who needs the power of Grayskull? I've got wit. Time to pat myself on the back. I need to find my things.
Going somewhere, my little lord. Now they'll call me hero, little prince.
Not so fast, Mr. Batman!
Looks like I saved your skin again, Adam. Honestly, I can't leave you alone for 15 minutes without... Oh. There, Prince Adam. It's all right. I'm here.
And I'm here too! And look what I found! You know, you really should be more careful when you play with this thing.
Well, thank the gods you're both all right, my friends. When word had reached the castle, you were captured.
Only by my father's orders, mind.
Nevertheless, Tila, I still feared the worst. And Orko, too. How on earth are you both here?
It's a long story.
Well, Man-at-Arms sent me to follow Captain Tila on request. I was given strict orders to stay invisible and not make a sound. Can you believe that? So I can even make the dogs be quiet.
It's a good thing, too, he was there. He helped me to escape the Thundercats. And Adam, they're not the savages we feared. They're noble creatures that have lost their home, and Father was right, we shouldn't go to war.
Tila, there are some things you ought to know.
Please listen, when I was a captive, I met their leader, the young Lion-O. He had with him a magic seeing sword that showed to him that I was not a threat. And though it seemed to me to sadden him, he said, my path lies in the crystal sea. See, don't you get it? It's the Oracle. The Oracle can show me what transpired. We'll finally learn the truth of Randor's death, use it to expose King Skeletor. We'll clear his name, and He-Man will come back. Yeah!
Please, Tila, listen. There are some things I need to say, some things that will be hard for you to hear.
Oracle, why don't you go and prep the ship? The Wind Raider must be ready to fly.
Yes, ma'am, I'm on it. Don't have to tell me twice, because this is about to get awkward.
Tila.
Adam, don't do this now. I know, okay? I know what you would say.
Oh, you do?
I think I've always known inside. I love you too, Adam, just not like that. We both grew up together side by side, and you're practically my brother. When we were younger then, I used to think what it might be like for us to fall in love, but long ago I gave up those delusions and made peace with the difference in our stations. I just assumed you'd marry a princess like Adora from Etheria. I'll always deeply care for you, Adam. Truth be told, my heart is not my own.
No, this isn't
what you want to hear.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in love with He-Man, don't you see? That's why I have to save him, understand? Look, I've never been destined for greater things, but when I'm with He-Man, I am my best. And when I see him next, I'll tell him so, right after I'm the one who gets him back.
I'm He-Man.
I wish that were true. His courage and your wit, you'd be perfect. Okay, Oracle will take you back. I must go to see the Oracle of Crystal Sea. When next we meet, we will make our final stand. And when I return, it shall be with He-Man.
Hey, buddy. Let's get you home.
Shadow beasts! Let's play spare teams with them. No matter though, I will not be deterred. I will not turn back when answers are so close. Now I must hurry and find the Oracle.
You have succeeded, child, for I am here. I bid thee welcome, daughter of Zoar. Approach the water.
But daughter of Zoar, what does that mean?
Though you recall it not, we've met before.
We have? I don't understand.
You will. Approach the crystal pool and gaze within. When last you came to me, I shared with you the secret of thy hidden parentage.
But I've never even been here before.
And yet you knew the way.
As well thy voice.
Your mother took from you those memories until the time was right for you to know.
My mother is the sorceress?
She is.
But that's not possible. Why that would mean...
It's destined that someday you'll take her place.
No, I cannot be distracted. Tila, think. No, I came to learn the truth of Randor's death.
As you wish.
That's it. I knew it. He-Man's innocent. Skeletor devised this whole charade. I knew that monster was behind it all. But now I know the truth. I just need proof. Oracle, please show to me of what became of Skeletor's cat spa, the robot fake.
That too the crystal sea provides. Behold! All that the waters of Eternia claim in time float down into the crystal sea.
Oh, Oracle, you did it once again. That's all I need to clear his name. Now, Oracle, I beg of you once more, please show to me where I can find He-Man. Oracle, there must be some mistake. I said He-Man, and that's Adam. I said No, that's impossible. No, again, show me He-Man where he is right now. By the power of my skull, Adam. It's always been, but wait, I think there's something else.
Too much! CC, too much! Oh, score one for Merman!
Remind me again why exactly we had to come this way. Boy, does this place give me the heebie-jeebies.
Because, Oracle, I wish to go unseen. By now I'm sure Skeletor thinks I'm dead. I'd hate if someone ruined my surprise.
If you say so, but if it were up to me, seeing as I recently learned without a doubt that ghosts are real, I might have picked the road less corpsey.
Hey, who goes there? Goes? But there's not round here what goes. Most of them round here just stay. As a rule, that is.
What is that smell? Oh.
And there's a smell of solitude, my boy. And what you please you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd best be getting back about my business.
Are you a grave robber?
Grave robber? Me? Oh, I wish. Imagine that, me grave robbing? No. I'm about the busyness of digging and filling graves. The recent change in management, as it were, the way old Skeletor's running things, don't mind telling you, busyness is a moving.
Turning into dying.
Oh, they are at that, sonny. They are at that. In fact, things keep up a pace, I'll have to start packing them in arse to ankles.
Whose grave is this?
Well, they don't mostly get names these days. That being said, this one here's a real beauty. It's a shame almost to relegate it to an unmarked old slab of limestone. But I'm a sentimental fool at the end of the day. That's why I chose this spot here, under that there tree. This here was the final resting place of the battle cat. Sentimentality. I tells you. It's why I always liked cats. They always seemed to like me. At least they didn't seem to dislike me more than they generally dislike everyone else.
How did he die?
Bad turn if you ask me. Old Skeletor says he's on the hill for He-Man, but he ain't catched him yet. And I know I'd be the one to put him in the dirt.
Anyway, is he? Says he's got the next best thing. How do you watches this poor sod? Wet and scared and any scaredy cat you ever did see. Now me, well, no taste for that sort of thing. Didn't see what happened next, but word is that once Skeletor gave him the old snicker snack, he kept his fur for his own. Softened his belly rump up on his front.
Stop. That's enough. May I see it? Alas, poor creature, my fearless friend. A feline with infinite rest, of excellent fancy and appetite. Beyond the whiskers that I scratched how oft. You never wanted any of this orco? I freely gave myself to be He-Man, but the Cringer never got to make that choice. And yet whenever I would sound the call, he bore me on his back 1,000 times. All he ever wanted was peace and quiet. To lay beside a stream beneath a tree, lazily laugh at the fish that passed. Together with no cares in all the world, most of the times I like being just me. Rest now, friend. Underneath this tree. Where the peace I've robbed you of in life.
Don't beat yourself up. Just like He-Man brings out the best in you, deep down inside, our Cringer was the battle cat. Think of all of the places you've seen and all the amazing things you did together. You made him brave. I don't think you would have traded that for all the fish or all the naps in all the world.
Thanks, Marco.
Oh, like me! You look at the time! Here I am flapping me bellies when there's work needs doing. Chop chop! Better up to it.
Wait, what's that sound? Who are those people over there?
That there little monster is the grave digger's cult to arms. Funeral procession, that is. Looks like a big and boot. Must be a personage of some status by my reckoning. Not that that matters much once you're out here, huh? Yeah, we're each one of us equals, which we're pushing up the daisies by the road set, aren't we? Yeah, you'll excuse a more, messieurs. I best be on my onesie. No rest for the wicked, as they say. Truth be told, never stop these poor sods.
Good luck! We're getting figuring fairly well. You should expect to need thy service soon.
Is it time to storm the castle?
Not for you. Stay here and say a prayer for Battle Cat. What happens next I must do on my own. With someone there, I need to pick a bone.
Real high and I scream at the top of my lungs. I skinned your friend, and I said, Skeletor! Who dares? Oh, I see. Prince Adam, welcome home. I thought that you'd be dead by now. I thought that you were dead. I feared the worst, but you know what? Never mind. I guess it's far too much to hope those boobs did not give up the game. Of course they did. The Rackwits probably could not help themselves. And yet, despite the almost certainty those stupid oafs would fail in their task, I am surprised to see you here, alive. Why didst thou dare return to me? Or is it that thou came hither to seek the soothing comfort of thy mother's bosom?
What have you done with my mother?
Now see, I just knew you'd bring that up. Thy mother is no longer my concern. A shame, she took to wickedness so well. We had our torrid fling, and it was good, very good, though perhaps not for my back. Despite her wanton begging for the bone, thy mother, she began to cramp my style. And when she told me that she was with child, well, that is drama that I needed not.
My mother is to bear your child?
You know, it was thy play that made me realize how heavy is the head that wears the crown, and how precarious my title is. What need have I another scheming heir? Once Grayskull yields its power to Skeletor, I shall become an ever-living god. I thought I'd already dispatched with you, so when thy mother came to me with this, well, let's just say there's no paternal bones in my whole body. So she had to go.
Skeletor, what have you done?
Ensured my reign as king will never end.
I'll kill you.
Ha! That's just what she said too. Right before I flung her from the tower. Nice try, mincing moron. Did you think you stood a snowball's chance against the awesome power of mighty Skeletor? There are none left here that can save you now, and even He-Man fears to show his face. All thy friends are dead. You have no power here.
Oh no? Wait. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power! You were saying, Skeletor?
Impossible! How could that witless worm? So all this time, and after all these years,
believe it, Bonehead. You've been very bad, and now it's time to pay the piper.
I'll pipe you.
It's over, Skeletor. It's time to end this.
But wait! It does not have to end this way. If we would just work together, think of all we could accomplish. We could rule Eternia as father and son. I'll give you anything you want, please.
I want my battle cat, you son of a...
That's far enough.
Sorceress, what are you doing to me? Let me go and put a stop to this.
He-Man, you have failed Eternia, and you are no longer fit to bear that sword.
Sorceress, please!
I hereby strip you of the power of great light. You were supposed to keep her safe, Adam. It was her destiny to take my place.
Wait. No, not TV2, please. I cannot bear it.
Thou hast doomed my daughter, son of Randor, and now she lies beneath the crystal sea. My child is dead, Adam, and it's your fault! There is no hope left in all Eternia. And now, by the power of Grayskull,
Gotcha, bitch! Me at last! I stand before the great eye of the galaxy, chosen by destiny to receive the powers of Grayskull. Now I, Skeletor, am master of the universe. Yes, I feel it. The power fills me. I feel the universe within me. I am one with the cosmos. Its energy flows through me. Of what consequence are you now? This planet, these people, they are nothing to me. Kneel before your master. You are no longer my equal. I am more than man, more than life. I am a god.
We were never equals.
Am I okay? But I was supposed to be eternal.
Grayskull.
I'm here, Adam. Oh dear, that is a lot of blood. Just try to relax it, and I'll try to think of something. Come on, Orko, you must have learned a healing spell or two.
I die, Orko.
Oh,
I'm sorry, friend. I fear this is the end.
Adam, don't talk like that. You'll pull through this. You've got to.
I die, Orko. I die, but shed thee not a tear for me. For I die as I have lived, by the power of Grayskull.
Now cracks a noble heart. Good night, sweet prince, and flights of angels sing me to thy rest. What? I can be serious too.
I don't care what room it is, I'm making a big entrance. Come on, everyone! Undercast! What is this? Sight beyond sight.
By the moons of Thundera.
What the blazes happened in here?
What does it look like? Behold the fall of the house of Grayskull.
Is this he? The one spoken so highly of throughout our travels throughout these lands. The one called He-Man?
He was. All that and so much more.
Panthro, Chitara, bear this He-Man like a soldier to the stage. I have no doubt had he lived, he'd have proved most royally. And in his honor I hereby claim this land. And on the bones of Grayskull, a new Thundera will arise. We have found our new home. A light, the eye of Thundera.
Wait, can I interest you in a plucky new sidekick? Snarf?
In today's tragic tale, we learn just how important it is to be yourself. Honesty is an important part of any friendship, so it's important that we're honest with our friends and ourselves. Sometimes when we keep secrets from our friends, we may be doing far more harm than good. No matter if it's for the best of intents, I may have unwanted consequences. Even though it's sometimes hard to hear, everyone appreciates the truth. The same is true for the lies we tell ourselves. Adam spent so long living a lie, he didn't know how he could live without it. He didn't realize that it wasn't He-Man's strength that made him mighty, but rather Adam's character that made He-Man the hero that he was. Sometimes the roles we give ourselves do not allow us to be all that we can be. And that can allow how other people see us define for us just who we think we are. Remember, truth and understanding often go hand in hand. Be honest with your friends. This above all to thine own self be true. Farewell. My blessing season this, indeed. The end.